Hi everyone! Today I'm going to talk about some basic information regarding the Guqin. To start with, the length of the Guqin is usually between 120 and 125 centimeters. So if we look at a full-size Guqin, so you can see it's fairly long but quite slender. The next size is called the knee-length Guqin. So in Chinese that's called Xiqin. And this is usually between 100 to 110 centimeters, which is this red one here. And this is good for if you're traveling and you want to take the Guqin with you. You don't want a full-size Guqin, but you also don't want to lose a lot of the sound. You don't even need a Guqin table for this one. You can just put it on your knees and play this one. So the last one I have here is the mini Guqin. So this one here, I believe it's about 80 centimeters or so. So this one, you can still play full pieces on here. The sound is going to be quite high when you're tuning it. And obviously it's not going to sound as nice as the larger Guqin, but it's nice if you want something easy to carry, to take along with you to travel, just something to practice your finger structures on. Next, I'm going to talk about the different styles of Guqin. So there are many styles of Guqin. Some are more common than others. And what I mean by style is what it looks like. So for this one, you can see that here, there's 3 indents here, and then there's 3 indents here. And overall, it's quite a slender Guqin. So this style is called lianzhu. And what lianzhu means is if you think about pearls, like a pearl necklace, so this kind of looks like a collection of pearls. And that's where the name for this style of Guqin comes from. This style of Guqin is the most classical. It's called zhongni, and it comes from the name of Confucius. So Confucius's actual name is Zhongni, and some of you may know he's a famous philosopher in China about 3,000 years ago. I don't think he actually played this style of Guqin, but that's where the name comes from. So Zhongni style has a bit of a inside, like a waist here. It's very small, and then it's got a shoulder here. This style is called Fuxi, and this style is also very popular. And so Fuxi's identifiable features is it's got the 2 indents here. It starts and slides inward towards the shoulder here. And for some reason, I don't know why, they tend to make Fuxi quite wide. So the sound for Fuxi tends to be quite deep and low. This style is called jiaoye, or banana leaf. And the reason for that is if you look at the side here, it goes up and down like the side of a banana leaf. And also up here, it ends like a banana leaf. So there's an indent here where leaves usually have the vein, and then it comes through like where the leaf would connect to the tree. This style of Guqin is called luoxia, and it has a wave-like side from the bottom all the way to the top. And the reason for the name, so xia means the dusk time, so right before when the sun is setting. And if you can imagine the clouds at dusk, sometimes there's many layers of clouds, and the side of the clouds is usually not very uniform. So that's where the name of this Guqin comes from. So even within the same style, different Guqin can look slightly different. So for example, the previous luoxia, the side was a soft wave. This one is also luoxia, but if you look at the side here, it's a very sharp wave. So they're the same style, but just slightly different. So those are some of the most common styles of Guqin. If you're interested, or if you've seen other styles and you're curious what they're called, feel free to let me know in the comments. There are many styles of Guqin out there. Some we have in the workshop here. Some I've only seen in textbooks. So if you've seen any unusual ones, feel free to let me know. I'd be super curious to see them as well. Next, we're going to talk about the table for Guqin. So Guqin has specialized tables, and they usually come with a table and a chair. I really recommend, if you're able to find them, to purchase a Guqin table because it will help with your posture. The size of the height of the table and chair will help you so that you're sitting at the precise height for the Guqin. Now, obviously, they're going to be made for Chinese average heights. So if you're a lot taller or a lot shorter than that, you might have to have tables custom made for you. But another reason why I recommend is because the quality and the wood used for the table is also going to affect the sound of your Guqin as well. The table I have in front of me is a full-size Guqin table. It's long enough for my Guqin to fully sit on top of it, and it has a small opening on the table, allowing the head of the Guqin as well as the tuning knobs to go under the table. This allows the Guqin to have the natural slant that it's supposed to have. This is a small Guqin table, so you can see it doesn't fit the full size of the Guqin, but that's okay. Because it doesn't have the hole on top of the table, this allows the head of the Guqin to extend outside. As I mentioned before, the wood of the Guqin table is going to affect the sound of your Guqin as well. So for example, this table's wood is very dense. So if I knock on it, it sounds like this. And if I play the instrument on it, it sounds like this. Compared to this table with the same Guqin, it's possible that the microphone didn't pick up some of the subtle differences between the two tables, but here in person, we can definitely hear a very large difference. This table with a lower density amplifies the sound of the Guqin a lot more than the other table. So if you have a Guqin and you feel that the sound isn't as strong as you want it to be, I would recommend picking a Guqin table with a low density. This one is made from the wood called pao tong, and it would definitely help with the sound for your Guqin.